find first and second order partial derivative of a function z is equal to x cube plus y cube minus 3xy. Let us consider the given function z is equal to x cube plus y cube minus 3xy. Consider this is the equation number 1. Here to find the first order and second order partial derivative, we have to differentiate this function partially with respect to a. We get the value as del z by del x, which is equal to del by del x of this function. Z is x cube plus y cube minus 3xy. We have to differentiate this z function with respect to x partially. That means we have to treat y as constant. Hence we get here differentiation of x cube is 3x square plus here y cube is constant, take as it is, into here we have 1. Here differentiation of 1 is 0 minus 3 into y is constant, take as it is, into differentiation of x is 1. Hence we get del z by del x value as 3x square minus 3y. Similarly, we have to differentiate this equation 1 partially with respect to y. We get del z by del y value as del by del y of x cube plus y cube minus 3xy. We have to differentiate this equation partially with respect to y. That means we have to consider x as constant. Here differentiation of constant is 0 plus here differentiation of y cube is 3 into y square minus 3x into differentiation of y is 1. Hence we get del z by del y as 3y square minus 3x. Del z by del x and del z by del y are first order partial derivative. Also we have to find second order partial derivative. For that, consider del square z by del x square, that is del by del x of del z by del x. We already know the value of del z by del x as 3x square minus 3y. Hence we have to find del by del x of 3x square minus 3y, means we have to differentiate partially del z by del x value with respect to x. We get here differentiation of 3x square is 6x minus 3y is constant, take as it is, into differentiation of constant is 0. Hence we get 6x as del square z by del x square value. Del square z by del y square value is del by del y of del z by del y. You already know that del z by del y value is 3y square minus 3x. Hence we have to differentiate this term with respect to y partially. We get here 3 is constant, take as it is, into differentiation of y square is 2y. Hence we get 6y minus here this value is 0. Hence we get del square z by del y square value as 6y. Also we have to find del square z by del x del y and del square z by del y del x. For that, first find del square z by del x into del y as del by del x, take as it is, into del z by del y. We have to substitute del z by del y value first. Here del z by del y value is 3y square minus 3x. Hence we have to differentiate this term with respect to x. We get here this function is 0 minus here differentiation of 3x is 3 itself. Hence we get del square z by del x into del y value as minus 3. Similarly, we have to find del square z by del y into del x. This is of the form del by del y of del z by del x value. We know that del z by del x value is 3x square minus 3y. Hence we obtain del by del y of dx square minus 3y as this is constant term minus the differentiation of 3y is minus 3. Hence we can conclude that del square z by del x del y and del square z by del y del x both are equal. Here this also minus 3, this also minus 3. Hence we can conclude these two equation is equal.